This is cs952, Introduction to Web Technologies and Design, and we're moving on. In this module we're going to be creating pages, linking our pages together, building our navigation. And the first thing we're going to do now is to crank out several pages based on our template file. The last thing we did was to create one page from our template file and work with that, and that was our index page. And now we're going to move forward and really get busy with creating some pages for our website. So the process is the same. I've got my file open in front of me and my Dreamweaver session. Now I'm going to go to File and I'm going to choose New. And again, I'm going to create a new page from my site template. So I'm going to choose Site Templates, and here we are, Pencil. This is my project, and I just click on Create. And Dreamweaver will create a new page based on our site template. Now this page is going to be my gallery. I'm going to use this for a gallery of photos. The first thing I want to do before I do anything else is change the name of the page. Right now it just says Pencil. I'm going to say Pencil-Gallery. Very important to name our pages. Now I'm going to save the page, and I can save the page however I'd like to. I'm going to click on the little Save button up here. And Dreamweaver wants to know what I want to name it. All I have to do is type in Gallery, G-A-L-L-E-R-Y. That's all it takes, is just Gallery. And then hit Save. And the page is saved. I can now close the page. Now I'm going to create another new page, and this is a shortcut here. Once we've gone through this procedure once, rather than going to the File menu, you can just hold down the Control key on your PC keyboard, hold down Control plus N, Control and N at the same time, and that's a shortcut for the new document window. And Dreamweaver picks up where we left off. Right here we are, we're looking at site templates, and I do not have to push or click on the Create button that we see in front of us. I don't have to click here if I don't want to. I can just hit Enter on the keyboard. And again, Dreamweaver is going to make a new page for us based on our template. In this page, I'm going to call History. So again, before I do anything else, I'm going to go down to the bottom left-hand corner, and where it says Pencil, I'm going to type a dash and then type History. And now, again, I can use keyboard shortcuts if I like. I don't have to use my mouse and keep moving around the screen. If you just hold down the Control key on your keyboard, Control plus S. So I'm going to hold down Control and S, and the Save window opens for me, and I'm going to type History, H-I-S-T-O-R-Y. That's all I need to type is just History. Dreamweaver will fill in the rest, and again, don't need to use the mouse. I can just press the Enter, or if you're on a Mac, hit the Return key, and the page is saved. Now I'm going to close my history page. We have one page left to create, and that is our media page. So again, I will use the mouse movements this time instead of taking the shortcuts. I'm going to click on File, and you can see that the new menu, the shortcut for New Document, is Control N. Control N is the same thing as what we're doing right now. And then the page opens up, and if I hit the Enter key on the keyboard, it's going to be the same thing as clicking on Create, but I'll click on Create this time. And Dreamweaver builds another page based on our template, and I want to call this page Media. So I'm going to click down here in the lower left-hand corner, space dash MEDIA for Media, and I can click on my Save button, or I can go to File and choose Save, or Save As, or Save All. Any kind of save will work. And then I get my Save As File dialog box, and I'm going to call this one Media, M-E-D-I-A. And this time I'll click on Save, or I could have just simply pushed Enter on the keyboard, and it would have worked just the same. Okay, my page is saved. I'm going to close the page. I want to get started. Now that I've created my pages, I'm going to go back to my template and go to my navigation bar and actually build the links to my pages. You know, we had to start somewhere, so we built our template first. Then from the template, we created the pages for our website. Now we're going to go back to our template because our navigation bar, that's in our template. And remember, anything that's the same on page after page after page, usually we're going to make changes to that in the template because the template has the components that are the same on every page, and certainly that includes our navigation. So let's open up our template file. So to open up the template file, I go to my Files tab, and I click on the little plus icon there next to Templates, and I'm going to double click on Template. Now we could use the Open menu, but I like to open the items here from the Files panel. And my template opens. If you're not already in Code View, then switch to Code View. And scroll down. The first thing we want to change is in our navigation bar, there is a word brand. And if you don't see it, you can hit Control F on the keyboard and type in brand, B-R-A-N-D. And I'm looking for brand, not in code, but all by itself. I'm going to hit Find Next. Find Next. There's the brand that I'm looking for. Or if you see it, you can just go straight to it. But it's right here. It's this brand. And for me, it's on line 33. Should be something around line 33 for you as well. And this is the brand that we see in the upper left-hand corner of our navigation bar. If we switch over to Design View real quick, let me show you where this is. I'm sorry, I want to go to Live View. Switch over here to Live View. Brand is this word brand right here. And this is a special spot that is left for us to kind of insert our brand. And in this case, it's going to be the name of our website. So I'm going to switch back to Code View. We could also change this in Design View. If we double click on brand tier, notice that we're in Design View and we're in Split View because we can see code and we can see the visual layout of the page. Either one works fine. I'm going to double click in the Code View so that it's I can see that the word is highlighted, and I'm going to type in the pencil. Now this is going to be the brand of your website, kind of a short version of the name of your website. You don't want it to be too long because it's going to be taking up some precious space at the top of your page. But it's nice to kind of always have a spot there that says this is what your website's all about. Now I'm going to hit refresh. We can see it says the pencil there. This isn't laid out 100% because we're in Design View, which is a little compromised. If I switch over here to Live View, there you go. See, that's what that's going to look like. Okay. Now let's switch back to Design View, and we'll go to Split Mode. Split Mode was kind of handy. With the word, whatever your website name is, if you've got that highlighted, right? It said brand just a second ago. If we look down in the Property Inspector, we can see that this is inside of an anchor tag. And we know that because there's that little A there, that little anchor tag. I'm going to click on that. And an anchor tag, that's how we build links on web pages. It's kind of like an anchor for one spot that takes you to another spot. And here in my Property Inspector, since I've got an anchor selected, there's a line that says link. And this is, what are we going to link this to? We're going to link it to our home page. Do you remember what the name of our home page is? Our home page has a very specific name. It's called Index. So I'm going to click on my Browse for File icon. The File dialog box open. It says Select File. And I am going to click on Index. Okay? Then I will click OK. And then I'm going to click on Save All. And this is one of my favorite parts about Dreamweaver. I click on Save All. And when I do this, I get this really fantastic dialog box from Dreamweaver that says, do you want to update all these files based on this template? And this is why we use a template. Because I can click, right now it's going to update 4 pages for us. It's going to update these 4 pages, but we could have 40 or 400 pages, and it would do it all lickety-split. So, yeah, we want to update these pages based on this template. So I'm going to click on Update, and Dreamweaver goes through and updates all of our files for us. And what we're going to do now, let's see how all this works. Before we move on, I'm going to click Preview in Google Chrome. Okay, so this is our template, which we build all of our pages from. But just a second ago, we linked the word pencil to our home page. So watch what happens now when we click on pencil. There you go. Takes us to our home page. That's how we build links to other pages.